Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. Here from ITW 2019, and I'm joined by Rafael Arranz, Chief Operating Officer of Telxius. Rafael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what goals have Telxius kind of achieved over the last 12 months?
Well, last year was especially intense for Telxius because it was the final step on a long-term project we built several years ago. We decided to invest heavily again in the submarine cable industry and building new cables in the region that we are more focused on, which is obviously the connectivity inside and around Latin America with the US, and also a brand new project connecting the US with Europe. So we worked hard for more than 2 years to accomplish that, and last year was finally the come to fruition or final step on putting ready for service those systems, and that's what we accomplished. We had both of them up and running. They were operational in 2018, and we have a great commercial traction since we put them in place, and we are starting to see the fruit and the results on that.
Yeah, great. So what kind of projects have Telxius kind of implemented or kind of got planned to start at the moment?
Well, apart from those projects, Brusa connecting Virginia Beach with Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and Marea connecting Virginia Beach with Europe in the north of Spain. We are expanding those networks and using those networks also as part of our new plans to connect to the rest of Latin America and to the rest of Europe. Those are the backbones that we are building, but we have to expand also with domestic networks or with new points of presence. So in that respect, we are going to expand with new connectivity, for example, from Virginia Beach with Richmond or Ashburn, in which we are going to have probably more points of presence or more connectivity with the data center capital of the world, which is Ashburn, and all the ecosystem around those data centers. And same thing we are trying to do on the other side of the ocean. We are going to expand from Sopelana to Derio. Derio is a small town in which we are going to have a new pub close to Bilbao, and from that we plan to expand obviously to the rest of Europe, especially connecting to Marseille and all the Mediterranean cables that line in Marseille, and the rest of Spain, obviously, because we have a big operation in Spain, and connecting to the rest of Europe, especially Frankfurt, Paris, London, the usual suspects. Same, likewise, we are doing the same in Latin America, especially in Brazil. We plan to expand also not only in Rio, which is where our new cable lands, but also expand with backbone to Sao Paulo and have reliability and also diverse routes to connect to Brazil, which is our main market in Latin America, obviously.
Well, speaking of Latin America, do you have any plans? Do you still have plans for Latin America?
Yeah, of course. We never stop planning for new routes and new ways to improve the infrastructure that serves Latin America. It was a very underserved continent several years ago, and fortunately, because of our substantial investment as Telxius and before that as Telefonica, we have accomplished to improve substantially that connectivity, but still there's room for improvement. There are things that we have to keep doing, and that's what we are doing. And actually, I'm very happy to announce and to give you breaking news actually on these new projects that we are. One of them is in the Pacific Rim, the Pacific South of Latin America. We plan to connect with a new cable, Chile to Guatemala. So we are going to have a new diverse extended route to connect our Central America operations with Chile, and having branching units in Peru and Ecuador. So it's going to be a complete diverse route from the current systems that we already own in that region. It's going to give us a competitive edge and a new express and low latency route to connect to those countries with the US also. Remember that we have also connectivity from Guatemala to the US with our current systems. So this is going to give us even a better opportunity to serve those customers and those countries. No? It's a very unique and special project because we are going to do that jointly with our partner, América Móvil. América Móvil is, since day one, has worked in this project, and we are very happy that we are going to build that cable with them. They have been very helpful and very enthusiastic about this project since day one, and we think it's going to be great to be joining forces with one of the main carriers in the region too, with Telefónica and with ourselves, Telxius, as the main infrastructure provider.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of exciting things happening at Telxius, so thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you again for having me.
Thank you again to our audience for watching, and do keep an eye out for all the latest videos and content from ITW 2019. Thank you.